Hey guys, it's T-Man here from CuttingCornersFC.com. In this video, I am talking to a very special guest. He is a top FIFA Mobile player, top 10 in versus attack, and top 100 in head-to-head. He's also the owner of Singapore Elites, which is a top 5 league and one of the largest player communities in the Asia-Oceania server. We're going to discuss a wide range of topics, so make sure you turn on the video subtitles so you don't miss out on any details. Let's get into it. How long have you been playing FIFA?
Oh, so for me, I've started quite recently actually. I think I started in February or March of 2020.
Two and a half years.
Still quite new compared to many of the seasoned players in the league who have been playing since season one. I would say that there's always things to learn, especially like for myself. I honestly I read your blog post quite a lot.
Oh, that's
And because I
good.
think it
Thank you.
yeah, because there's always good things to learn from others. There's still like tips that you can take from others as well. But for me, I think this is one of the first few games which I have played more seriously.
And how did you find out about the game?
So for me, actually, I have always been interested in looking for games related to football. Prior to playing FIFA Mobile, actually I was a console player. Yeah,
Yeah,
FIFA 10 all the way to like
yeah.
FIFA 22. In my early years of university, I didn't really have much time to play console. But I guess I still wanted to play some mobile games related to football.
How do you feel about being a pay-to-play player?
Ultimately, it comes down to how much this game matters to you. I mean, if you totally want to be free to play, I totally respect that because I started out as that. This game wasn't that big part of my life. But then as I started to play more, I became more invested. I can enjoy the game much more. I'm able to get the player which I really like and I'm able to play at a much higher and much more competitive level. Yes, I understand the frustration. Like, for example, in head to head, when I meet someone which is a much lower OVR member than me, I will always get a thumbs down emoji. It happens a lot. There's still many ways to enjoy the game. Head to head doesn't really require that much OVR. For me, I still play events. I still do my paths. I still do my daily quests and everything. If something matters a lot to you, you'll be much more willing to spend money.
So I can see the background you've got there. That's Singapore elites. Lions don't compare themselves to humans. Is that a Zlatan Ibrahimovic sport?
Yes, exactly. Yes, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I haven't seen the person and I'm in the league. What's our current ranking? So I know we have different sub leagues underneath the main one, but what's SG Elite's one's ranking?
Currently, at the present moment, we are ranked four. We're fourth in the Asia. I think the highest that we have ever gotten was second. We were second for quite a few weeks.
How did you find out about SG Elites?
So I joined SG Leeds at the start of season five. I told myself, okay, this is the first full season that I'm playing, so I really want to join a more serious league. I just thought that perhaps it'd be good if I could discuss the game with fellow members. Honestly, in season five, the rewards were so important. Increasing your chemistry cap, chemistry boost, OVR boost. It really makes a huge difference to be part of a good league. As compared to now in season six, yeah, the rewards are okay, but they're honestly nowhere near as important as in season five.
What do you think EA make League vs League impact smaller this season?
From what I understand, perhaps it encourages top players in the server to actually just be concentrated in just a few leagues. It's not like top 10 leagues will have the best players. So that now is much more competitive in that sense.
In EA's interest, it makes sense as well to cater for more people. I suppose the last season, I remember I didn't play for the whole season. I think I started halfway through. And, when I first started, obviously, not having a league, not being able to find a league, that means that I didn't have a source of perks. My team were progressing a lot slower. That was definitely a barrier for people starting the game. But at the same time, though, I think leagues are already established. They care about the prestige as
Yes,
well,
the
right?
prestige.
They're
Exactly,
climbing
yes.
high and winning. So from EA's point of view, it makes sense as well in terms of the business model, right? Instead of getting more people in. At the moment, you're obviously the owner of SG Elites and presumably all the ones underneath that. What's the difference between the league owner and the admins in terms of responsibility?
As an owner, I guess when members have difficulties, the first point of contact is like myself. Sometimes like when members take a break from the game, for example, a week or two because they're on a holiday, yeah, then I'll be the first one to know. The performance of the league is really the responsibility of the owner as well. because you know the league the best. You know which members are great scorers, or if like for example, if I see that some members are not really performing that well, then I will also like try to message them, ask them like, oh, how are you doing? Like, what are the different aspects of the game? Which part of VsA are you struggling with? Admin, I guess, just helping out the owner in certain tasks if it's required. For example, if the owner doesn't have time to play, I guess an admin can take over. It's also just trying to get the community going, like being more involved in the chats, the discussions, making sure that members take their turns, and also helping to keep track of the scoring, stuff like that. So basically, I do depend on my admin quite a bit, trying to get make sure that no member is feeling left alone because we only have 4 leagues and about 110 members. The very unique thing about our league is that we are the only league in the entire Asia server that has 3 leagues in the top 50, which is honestly a remarkable achievement. I mean, it's definitely very easy to just prioritize 32 top high overall players to just go to the first league, but that's not the main priority because we are such a big community. We do want all 110 to be competitive and to try to push within each unit. This achievement is a very good testament on how on like this whole community focus our league is.
Do you think that because of this system, the top league, SE1, do you think that its ranking could be higher if you were to have the most competitive players in that league instead of sort of spread across?
Honestly, I think so. If we have our best 32 members in the first league, we can easily win the current first league at the moment. It's a trade-off. You can't have everything. You can't have to be number
Yeah.
one and all your 3 leagues perform as well. Yeah, I really want everyone to have a fighting chance to be in a competitive league as well.
How would you describe your relationship between yourself and the other top leagues?
Singapore Elites is a community that has been around since season 1. So many of the top leagues in the top 10, they do know of us since the very beginning. Well respected as well from the other leagues because we have absolutely no tolerance of cheating or hacking or like toxicity.
There's one aspect which I guess EA really needs to fix.
Yeah.
It honestly sucks for everyone. Like no matter what kind of player you are, head to head versus attack, your skills and whatever your players
Yeah.
can't really affect the outcome. And you just lose. Especially for myself. I spend so much money and time and I lose like 11,000 fans to this player, this random hacker who just started the game probably like 2-3 days ago. Even though these accounts do get banned eventually, but you know that you will never get your fans back, especially if you're trying to climb the ladder, you know. Oh my goodness, you need to win so many more games just to make up for that and hope that you don't meet another hacker again. That really kills the joy of Division Rival.
I understand that it's not easy to fix this, but I guess I'm quite sure that other games are much more tolerant of it. Even in console, if you do encounter a hacker, EA really takes it much more seriously compared to FIFA Mobile, which takes quite a long time to actually ban these accounts. And also, lastly, remanager mode, honestly, it was quite a letdown. I guess I understand that some bugs may happen. I guess it's about how EA addresses it.
Part of that is also the communication. I remember it was taken off very short notice. I remember seeing a tweet, and then 2 minutes later, you can't play it anymore. Players can't prepare for that. They do have that in-game notification system, the new system, just notify players who there. They will just out of nowhere. I think that's the main issue that people have, right? You can't prepare for that.
Yeah, exactly. And there are also some instances where you're unable to log in into the game because they're probably doing some maintenance. And sometimes the notice is really quite last minute. So for example, if you have an ongoing league versus league tournament, you may just miss it just because you're unable to log into the game. You didn't know that there was going to be a maintenance. Earlier notice will be much better. At least a day's notice would have been great, at least so that members are able to adjust accordingly.
What are you enjoying most about the game at the moment?
For me, I think it will be versus attack. That is where I feel that my skills will be the most relevant. Not because I have high OVR that I can easily win players, but because I think I like to test out different formations, see what works best for me, because I wish players are good as well.
EA is in sort of EA's interest to create a system where VsA and League vs League are the more popular game modes versus head-to-head.
So for head to head, I guess personally I do play head to head, but most of the time it's just for fun. But I guess for versus attack, I would think that why it's so popular is because of it's much quicker for each match. Like it's just 1 minute 30 seconds. I guess that's one very huge factor, especially if you're just trying to clear your daily quest. And also like another aspect of the game would be the league versus league, which is a huge aspect, honestly. It's very similar to versus attack. If you practice versus attack a lot and you have a high OVR team, you will be a great asset to the league as well, because then you'll be able to score more goals for the league, make better contributions as well.
And certainly from EA's perspective, it makes sense to incentivize people to play a game mode where they are sort of more likely to spend money to improve their team, to spend time playing games, to grind events, to get the best players who can improve their overall.
Oh, I thought it was great because now skills matter a lot more. It's much harder to score goals. So then there's greater emphasis on how much you practice. I think it gives a very good avenue for like lower overall players to actually have a fighting chance against higher overall players. Make it a lot more competitive. Now, even though you have the OVR, the difference is like 1 or 2. You're definitely not guaranteed to win.
What's your favorite event of the year so far?
My favorite event would be Team of the Season. So I guess that's where there are a lot of Liverpool players, Mohamed Salah, Van Dijk.
Favorite player of the year so far?
Any Kevin De Bruyne card. Anything that has Kevin De Bruyne, it will always be good.
And that's it for the video, guys. Massive thanks to Sean for being such an outstanding guest. You can contact him directly if you want to find out more about SG Elites. I've put his Discord there and in the description below. Until next time.